All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Checking Out with Grace. Today, I have a special guest here with me. Would you tell the audience your name, major, class, and then where you're from?
Yeah, I'm Wesley McKandles. My major is agricultural science and leadership, and I'm a freshman at Angelo State, and I'm from the Stanton area. If you don't know where that is, it's right in between Midland and Big Spring.
I think where I used to live, Stanton was like 30 minutes away, but do you know how far it is from San Angelo?
San Angelo, it's about 2 hours.
About 2 hours, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you go home a lot, or is it kind of usually a very rare thing?
I mean, it's on and off. I try to go home when I can, especially since we have farm animals and stuff out there. And
Oh, of course.
yeah, so I try to go home as often as I can, and if I can't, I'm here doing something all the time. So.
What kind of farm animals do you have?
We have chickens, ducks, we had geese, I believe. We're going to get goats and cows at some point. So.
All right. Y'all kind of have a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you like to do in your spare time? Do you have any hobbies you enjoy?
Ooh, absolutely. So, of course, I'm a big ASU nerd.
Of course.
I mean, absolutely.
As you should be.
Yeah, I'm a senator. I do a lot of stuff with the ag department. I try to, at least. We're always at the ranch doing something. But I really do like working with on my car. I have a Jeep. So basically,
Jeep.
It's a giant Lego set to me.
Oh, Jeeps are cool.
I love it. I'm the Jeep truck that goes around campus with the flagpole on the back.
Oh, I've seen that, I think.
It's really cool. It's like a giant Lego set, and you just never know what you can do with them. So
I know some Jeep owners trade ducks. Do you trade ducks? Do you have ducks?
I don't have a lot of ducks. Madeline's mom gave me a duck once, but I don't have a lot of ducks. I don't get ducked very often, which is so sad. But I do have 3 ducks on my dash, and I'm waiting. So it only happened to me once when I've been here.
Really? What kind of duck was it?
It was a cowboy duck.
Oh, that matches.
Yes.
That fits so well. That's great.
It's a really cool duck. It has a little plastic cowboy hat and a bandana.
That's so cute. I love that. I think that's so cute that Jeep owners switch ducks like that.
So the lady who started that actually passed away. So she she started it and she was a super sweet lady and started doing it on her own, and it got really popular in the Jeep community, and here we are today and we're still doing it. I mean, Jeep on their website sells Jeep branded rubber ducks now. So. And they're expensive, but...
Oh, really? I would assume so, but I think that's really, really cute. I love that. That's so, wholesome.
It is.
Gives me a little bit of faith for humanity in the world.
So, when I went to Port Aransas, there was so many... For 4th of July, there was so many Jeeps out there.
Really?
Everyone was just trading Jeeps because there was a huge traffic jam, and so everyone just got out of their Jeeps and started handing out ducks and trading ducks.
Oh, that's so cute. I think that's adorable.
It is. It's a great little community involvement thing.
So, why did you choose Angelo State University, 2 hours from home?
Well, okay. So, it's a D2 university. I mean, so we're pretty big for what we are. I will say that. And we have a really decent ag program. And I was flipping back and forth. I was wanting to do political science, and then I fell in love with ag. That was my thing in high school. Fell in love with it. We have a really good ag program. My ag teachers told me to go to Tarleton, and I was like, no, I don't want to. I've toured campus, small community. We have our own ranch. I mean...
I think that's really, really cool.
It is, and it's super cool, and especially for our professors that we have. I love Dr. Wilkinson. He's amazing. I love Miss Moore.
I love Miss Moore.
She is so
sweet.
Yes, and she works with a lot of her students, and she cares about them. And... everyone in the ag department is super sweet and cool, like Miss Audrey Meyer. Really cool professor. I learned a lot from her. But we're always doing something. Always. And I heard a lot of great things about Angelo State. And then just the Ram fam in general. Man, we're a huge family almost. And I really like that about Angelo State. I get here, I toured. People came up and said hi that weren't even on part of the tour or anything, and they were just talking. I ate in the caf, and people would just come and sit with me. It's a great little college, and super involved is what I like. They involve everyone from all walks of life. Between the campus organizations, there's tons of them.
There's so many.
Yes. I was involved in like 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just the idea of the traditions that we have here. Mm-hmm. So we have Ram Remembrance. We honor people who passed away, alumni, staff, current students. And homecoming week was so crazy and rambunctious. We have the HOCO parade. I got to be lucky enough to drive a float for one of my organizations.
Oh, really? What was your float like?
It was really cool. So it was, our HOCO theme this year was ramming through the decades, for us anyways. Mm-hmm. And we picked the 50s. Oh. And so we did like a for the door decorating contest, we did like a jukebox that lit up, and we had all of SGA's, all the senators' favorite music, and they were playing it in the CSI, and it was super cool. I'm an old soul, so I picked like the oldest song possible. Yeah. So I mean, and everyone's like, "What is that song?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to listen to find out." I mean, I don't know how to explain it to you, but and then for our parade float, we actually rented a trailer from Tractor Supply because we couldn't find anything around. So we rented a trailer from Tractor Supply, and we decorated it, and it came out really good. And we had a big banner on the back. We had Philo, which is an RA. He's really popular on campus. Super cool dude.
That's really, really cool.
And a lot of people were texting me and being like, Philo has so much energy. I was like, yeah. And then we decorated the Jeep. So my Jeep's black and white. We took the top off and everything. And I was towing the trailer. And we had silhouettes of, like, retro people. So, like, almost Elvis Presley looking. And, yeah, it was super cool. Music notes everywhere. And then for our run-through sign, which is the last contest we competed in, it looked super good. It was ramming through the decades. Everyone was involved in that. I was kind of busy on that aspect. I was dealing with the trailer situation. But everyone who was involved on that did amazing, and it couldn't have came back better. So thank you to all those people who helped out, planned everything. It made homecoming really sweet and awesome and a memorable experience. And that's really why I chose Angelo State. It's because it's just, we're so involved. We care about each other.
Yes, I love that.
It's so good. And why not be here when that all happens, you know?
I do love that Angelo State. I feel like they really, really care for their students. And I love everything that they do. Like the events and like the organizations. Everything is just so amazing. And it makes me feel like I'm actually at home.
Have you ever been to a Ram Jam experience? So fun.
They're so loud, but they're fun.
They're fun.
They're really,
absolutely
really
fun. Like all the other companies that come out there that just give out free stuff, and people who just come and cook. I've never met people in my life, and they're like, "Hey, do you want some food?" And I was like, "Well, aren't you cooking that for your family?" Yeah, but do you want some? Sure, why not?
Yeah, I love that everyone is so polite.
It is, and I couldn't think to choose a better university. Other universities have their traditions too, but we're a small D2 school in the heart of West Texas. I mean, why not, you know? And plus we're near a lake. Oh my gosh. Lake is amazing. Fishing, going swimming.
I feel like everything in San Angelo is just really, really good. But, so you said that you have loved agriculture since you were in high school?
Yes.
So, what is your favorite thing about, I guess, taking agriculture as a major? Do you have a favorite? I know it's hard to pick.
Yes. I really do love our labs. We go everywhere, so our labs are amazing. And then, like, we went to the vet center out there. We toured the vet. It was awesome to see everything because they're, like, a really good and a big vet. And so we went to go see where they do the horses. They were doing they were giving birth to puppies. Oh, yeah. So that was amazing as well. And then seeing where they do horses and cattle surgery, it's super cool experience. And then I remember we went out to the T. We palpated calves. And we found out that we have some pregnant calves. It was awesome to just sit there and experience that.
Were you able to volunteer to palpate?
There was always someone there. And you also used a device to see the inside of the stomach as well. So everything was safe and sanitary in all aspects. And it was a really good learning experience for those who haven't done it. and people learned how to work the chute. And I was one of those people that worked the chute. And so, if you don't know how to work a chute, you can get easily let a cow slip through, and
then it just closes on them to
it doesn't even just you manually close. It's just if you don't do it and the cow's not situated right, you gotta just let them run through.
Yeah.
But just my labs are the favorite thing ever, and then the professors themselves are amazing as well. I've been through ASU multiple times when I was in high school for LDEs contests, which are little leadership development events. CDEs, which are career, like wool judging, cotton judging, all kinds of fun stuff like that. And like I said, the ranch is a top big tier. We have our own.
I love the ranch.
We have our own facility to where we can actually go outside and get hands-on experience and learn. And that's the biggest thing, I think, for an ag major, because you don't want to sit in the classroom all day and learn off a piece of paper or a slideshow. We actually go out and get hands-on experience.
Yeah. I love that, too. I feel like getting hands-on experience, especially, like, as an agricultural major, I feel like everything that you're going to do, like, in the future, it requires, like, hands-on stuff.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And you just can't learn that off a slideshow.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about the ag program here, is that they know that. They understand that.
Yeah.
And we have so many great community partnerships around that we get to go out, even outside the ranch. Like the vet, we got to go, let me see, it was the vet, we got to go to a sale barn. We got to do a whole bunch of stuff. And so it was super fun. I have a great lab group themselves, and I love Miss Moore. She's my lab professor.
I remember one of our labs, we went to a cattle auction. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. It was really fun.
We did that too. It's just we missed the cattle auction that day.
Oh, really?
So we got to go on the catwalk and everything and go walk out there. Super cool experience, and I won't ever forget those experiences. And it's just, it lights up my world, because that's just what I find interesting. And because without agriculture, nothing would be here.
Yeah, no,
we wouldn't have the clothes on our back, and we wouldn't have the food on our tables. So
it's a really, really important program. So what other classes are you taking? I know, like, the animal science lecture in the lab. Are you taking, like, your basics right now? So, like, are you taking, like, the English classes and then...
So I just started my English 1 online class for the second 8 weeks.
Okay.
I don't like doing online classes. It's hard for me to grasp. But at the same time, I'm getting it done. My computer, I just got my computer back from being broke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's been great. But I take that, and then let me see, what else do I take? I take a leadership class for Will, because I'm an ag science and leadership degree, which is like more or less of a teaching and like a extension agent kind of route.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm taking that, and so you have to take his like technology class, but it's more of a leadership class. And we learned so many great things in that class. That's my favorite class. I will make sure I'm always at that class. It's so fun. And we get real world experience, and we have genuine conversations and debates in that class. And we all respect each other's opinions, and it's amazing.
So what kind of topics do y'all debate about in that class?
Oh my God, we talked about the election today.
Oh, really?
Yes, and we talked about that. We had a heartfelt conversation about that. Everyone respected everyone's opinions about it.
That's good.
We also talked about leadership skills and, like, what defines a leader. And so we would go back and forth and bounce ideas off of each other. We would also talk about real-world situations within teaching or extension agents and how do you handle situations in that aspect. So it's a really cool class to sit there and learn about and just listen to everyone's ideas. And it's like, oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
That sounds really, really helpful.
It is. And a lot of people don't understand that. And I will be forever thankful for that class. If I could take it a million times, I would.
Is it only a 1 semester class?
I believe so.
Okay. I feel like with those classes, or classes similar to that, it can be helpful for, like, personal and not just, like, agriculture.
Absolutely.
But I feel like it is also important either way.
Yeah, there's a lot of life lessons in that class, just personal life lessons, and we've had a few just about how to deal with stuff, and just It's a great class to be in.
Yeah.
I recommend you taking it. It's a really good class. I love it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love Will as a person too. He's amazing, and I have so many great things to say. It's just I'm so inspired by every one of the professors I have,
Mm-hmm.
and they all support me, and so I'm hoping that they'll support me in my future endeavors, which they do, and I will keep chugging along on that route.
That's important
Mm-hmm.
to have that superiority.
Yes.
Being like supportive of you. I think
Absolutely.
that's really, really important. So you said that you were involved in SGA.
Yes.
Is what it was.
Yes.
So are you involved in any other extracurriculars or clubs?
I'm a part of Brock and Bridal. So
Brock. Okay, I've heard of that.
We're the organization that takes
Mhm.
care of Dominic and
Dominic the Ram. I
yes,
love him. He's so cute.
We just started using our new Ram, and so we retired the old Dom, and we have a new one that's being walked around. He was at the game the other night on Saturday.
Okay.
He's doing really good, and the handler
Mhm.
are doing amazing. The new ones are, and so proud of them. And just it's going good so far, and I'm really proud of this organization, Block and Bridal. It's come a long way. We also ring the bell at the football games.
Mhm.
We do a lot. They were actually there for Ram Remembrance and rung the bell for each person that has passed away on the list that we honored. It's a really cool organization to be a part of, especially in ag. I recommend doing it. There's tons of other organizations in ag, but I'm just not a part of them.
Mhm.
There's the Rams program that I want to get into at some point. You travel around. It's recruiting ag majors. You travel to different schools. You go to the FFA state convention, and you recruit ag majors through ASU,
Mhm.
and you get to teach people about that. And so
That's really interesting.
it's a great outreach
cool.
program. It's awesome.
Mhm.
And then I'm a part of SGA. It's Student Government Association, and we are the voice of the student body and what needs to be done. What can we encourage the university to like do?
That is such an important role.
It is, and it's super good. We have some great people. A lot of people are getting more interested in it, and we actually tonight, or no, not tonight. Excuse me. Tomorrow night, we are inducting even more senators into the Senate. So I'm a senator. I represent the agriculture department. There's 2 seats for each department, and then there's at-large senators that just don't belong to a department.
Okay.
So anyone can join. It's an application process. You be interviewed. You apply for the position, and if everything goes well and smoothly, then you get inducted at the formal meetings. So it's a really good group. We do a lot for the campus. We try to be the voice for what people want to hear. And if you have anything, I recommend people going out and emailing us, and that way we can work on it.
I feel like that's a very difficult role to be in.
It's difficult, but at the same time, it's really rewarding. It's
Yeah,
I'm
of
a part
course.
of the special events committee. So we have committees that are in that, and it breaks up into multiple committees. We have the Public Relations Committee, we have the Rules of the Senate Committee, we have Special Events Committee, and then we have subcommittees that are branched off of there that you can just join. Special Events Committee is a lot, especially, but it's very rewarding too, because I
Yeah,
have
of
a really
course.
good group of people in the Special Events Committee that we all get together and get stuff done. And like the homecoming parade, we're doing a fall banquet for SGA that we have planned, and then we also we plan the Rammies.
Ooh.
Yeah. So in the spring we'll do the Rammies, and so we got a plan for that as well. And that's all happening right now, and we're rolling the ball so we can get it done.
So is it hard or difficult for you trying to manage like your classes and then also with the organizations you're in, or do you kind of find a way to balance them out?
At first, I overloaded myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I joined anything and everything. I was doing wool judging. I was trying to do the Rams program. I was doing SGA. I was overloading myself. And I finally was like, okay, I can't keep doing this to myself. And so I backed off a little bit. And that's helped me through a little bit of it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, you need time management skills. You really do. And you will either learn the hard way, fall on your face and do it, like I did, but you just have to like really communicate and write stuff down. Like same way that you take notes in class, you've got to do that. I feel like it's manageable with on-campus jobs.
Oh,
and
yes, they are so...
ASU has a bunch of them. And they will work around your schedule because they know that you are a student.
I know there's even some agricultural jobs based on your major.
So there's the meat lab jobs. You go out there, you learn how to process meat at the ASU ranch. There's ranch hand jobs where you go out there and you help all kinds of stuff, feed anything and everything. There's lab assistants positions. There's a bunch out there in the agriculture department. And for the people who enjoy that, like hardworking guys or women in the agriculture field or in ag majors, when those job openings come available, they are gone in an instant because they're just so popular. So they're good. They're good careers as well. And you get hands-on experience that way as well. There's also internships.
Oh,
you can do. So, and we have tons. We just before the second 8-week session started, we had an ag career fair. So anyone that was in the agriculture program was invited. Oh
yeah, I think I went to that. It was in the Plaza building, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was in the Plaza Clubhouse.
Yeah, they had a lot of employers.
Absolutely, I had so many job opportunities from that just alone for internships. It's crazy. So there's people out there that want ag majors, and we can get hands-on experience here doing internships, anything and everything. So don't think it's a career field that's dying. It's a really good career field to get into.
Yeah, and there's a lot of jobs in the agricultural area too. I know that.
Even just around here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So like Parks and Wildlife, they're hiring for people to help with the lake and to study fish. And then a whole bunch of producers are out here hiring as well for growing vegetables, and cotton's kind of a hard thing you don't really find out here, but there's so many routes in agriculture. It doesn't just have to be you're sitting in a tractor all day.
Yeah.
Or, I'm not just growing vegetables. There's multiple things. You could be a botanist and learn what plants go where, there's tons of different things. There's so many options off the top of my head. You could manage animals. You're just not stuck to one thing in ag.
Yeah, there's so much stuff to do. And I love that about ag, honestly, because, I feel like agriculture is so, so important, and I feel like, there's a lot of people that, major in it, but I feel like not a lot of people, end up getting jobs in that area field.
No, and that can happen to you. I mean, whatever floats your boat, but at the same time, it's for me, I'm going to college to get a degree in what I want to do in the future. I'm going to kind of stick to that. So, right now, I'm said, I'm in ag science and leadership. And it's more of a teaching route. I mean, you could use it as an Encompass degree because it covers a lot from ag business and everything. It just encompasses it all. But I was going to use it to become a game warden. But my career plans have changed a little bit. I might go into the ag education route. So, because those ag teachers inspired me in high school, and so do the ag professors here. And so I kind of want to lean that route again.
Yeah. And
so it's a really good stepping stone to get into that. And like I said, you're just not limited to what you can do. You become an ag agent or an ag extension agent. You can become an ag teacher. You could become a botanist. You could become a producer. You could be running a sale barn. You could run a sale barn. I mean, there's so many different things. And
the possibilities are actually endless.
Absolutely. And it's changing every day with new technology.
Yeah, of course.
GPS has helped us a lot for you can be a vendor for John Deere and go work on ag mechanics and go work on build tractors. You could go out there and fly drones into the fields. I mean, you could become an aviation major and go into the career fair of ag by flying helicopters. You can run a ranch. You can farm. You can learn how to process cows and beef. like you said, it's endless, and it's such a rewarding career to get into.
I know many future people who want to be veterans. They go into like the animal science major with a pre-vet like study. So
my roommate's pre-vet, and I love my roommate so much. I didn't even know him until I got here. It's insane. And we became best friends. And so have a lot of our friends that live on the same floor, so we all just hang out in one room. I love Plaza. Such great people in that group. I was a part of a frat at the beginning of the school year. I left that frat, not because of anything issue-wise. It was just because I had so much stuff on my hands.
Yeah, that's valid. I feel like frats are a lot of work.
We did a lot of community service, and so I couldn't keep giving that in and manage all my other things, and so I kind of put one thing before the other. But it was a great group of guys, and I'm so thankful that they're my friends, Yeah. So there was that as well.
Of course. So what are you planning, like what profession are you planning to go into after you graduate from college?
Ag education.
Ag education.
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just like a major or.
But that might switch, who knows? But definitely want to do something ag related.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course. I excel at ag so much, and it's just such a rewarding career path. And so I might be that inspirational ag teacher. Who knows? But it's, if not that, game warden or something, something ag related.
So could you explain that profession to me? What is it? Game warden?
Game warden? Okay.
Yes.
So imagine a state trooper, but it has the rights to go on your land without a warrant.
Oh.
Yeah. So if they suspect you of like hunting crimes or fishing crimes, but they're a state officer, they can pull you over, write you tickets, broken taillights, and everything. But they have the power to go on your land if they suspect you of a hunting crime or committing a crime that's related to game without a warrant. So they are one of the more powerful agencies in the state of Texas, and they patrol the lakes for DUIs. They patrol the border sometimes as well. They also do the Mexico Canal, where the United States borders the Mexico, and they make sure that our fishing population stays good enough where we can fish and hunt. And same thing with hunting wise, they make sure that you have processed your deer right, that you're not spreading disease. But like I said, they are a normal police officer. They can pull you over for whatever. And they're a really good group of guys to get into. You have to have a bachelor's degree, at least. You must complete Game Warden Academy, which is training, which they do. They also are a big search and rescue organization. So let's say that we had Hurricane Katrina. They helped with a lot of search and rescue operations with that. They also go off into the Gulf, and they patrol the Gulf. They are a major agency in Texas, and they're run by the Texas Parks and Wildlife.
Okay.
And they're a really cool group of people. If you ever get to stop and meet one of them, talk to them, and they'll tell you how they started. And
I've never heard of that profession, but that sounds like really helpful, like really, I can't think of the word for it, but it sounds like really important.
It is, and it's a really, everyone says that it's like, they're just overhyped police, but at the same time, you have to respect what they do, because they're protecting the generations to come, like fishing and hunting for generations to come, just so that way, that way our children can fish.
Yeah.
Our future generations need outdoor experiences, and that's what they're trying to protect.
I think that protection in that area is super, super important.
Absolutely.
But we are running on time. Is there any advice that you would want to tell the viewers who want to pursue agriculture as a major?
Don't let anyone tell you that degree is useless, because it's not.
It is so important.
It is so important. I've had several people before I even got to college tell me it wasn't important, but at the same time, I go back and I look back onto the labs and the ranches, and it's like, holy cow, there's so many career fields out of this. It's not just, it's not a dying career field by any means. And keep pursuing that dream. If you have a dream, pursue it. And don't let anyone stop you. That's what I'm going to tell you about agriculture. Agriculture can be a hard career field, but it's a really rewarding one. That's what I got.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming on here with me And I appreciate that you asked about my podcast, because that makes me so happy. No one has ever done that for me before.
I love public speaking, and it gives me a chance to hone in on those skills. But I love also talking about what I do.
Yeah, I love learning about it. Like, you gave me so much more valuable information.
Right?
Yeah, that I didn't even know about, like, agriculture in general. But, so thank y'all for watching this episode, and I will see y'all next Wednesday. Bye-bye. Do you want to wave to the camera? Bye-bye.
I don't know which one to wave at.
I never know. I just guess.